gotten a ton of requests to do some glove reviews online, and I've been doing a lot of instructional videos, so I really haven't gotten around to doing it. But I thought now that I've done a bunch of instructional videos, I can take some time and do some reviews. You know, over my career so far, I've had the chance of using dozens and dozens of different gloves, and you start to realize that every glove offers you a little bit something different. There's a lot of things that I like about certain gloves. There's also a lot of things that I dislike about gloves. And I thought we'd go through, I'll do probably one glove every couple of weeks and just kind of tell you a little bit about what I like about it, what I don't like. Just so if you're in the market for looking for a glove, you can kind of watch this and get kind of an idea, so you don't have to go around and try to find every single glove and try them all out. So what I want to start with today is actually the glove that I used last year, and I'll use it again this year. This is actually one that just came in the mail. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just in the process of breaking it in for next season. And then down there, I'll show you in a second, is the same exact glove that I actually used last year. So it's a Rawlings glove. It's the first Rawlings glove that I've worn in a few years. It's a Heart of the Hide gold glove. It's 11 3/4, and the model is a PRONP5TL. So it's 100% Heart of the Hide leather. It's Heart of the Hide's been around forever. It's one of Rawlings' most popular types of glove. This one is used by infielders. It's 11 3/4, so usually it's more geared towards the left side of the infield, and especially third base. A lot of third basemen use this glove. You can use it anywhere in the infield. I played second, short, and third last year, and I used this glove at all three positions. It depends what you like. I like my gloves to be a little bit bigger. Usually a middle infielder will use an 11.5, and you know, second basemen will usually use maybe 11 1/4 even sometimes. But for me, I like a little bit bigger of a glove, so if you're kind of the same, I think this is perfect for all three infield positions. So it's about 40% factory broken in, 60% player. So it's not a glove that you can buy it one day and go out and use it in your game the very next day or that day. And it's probably not even one that you can use a week or two. It's probably going to take a couple of weeks to get this thing broken in and ready for game use. You guys have probably used or seen their Pro Preferred gloves. The Pro Preferred, I think, is probably around 30% factory and 70% player, so this one's probably a little easier to break in quicker, but it's still going to take some time. One great thing about Rawlings gloves, and this glove in particular, is the durability of the glove. These things will last you forever if you take care of them the right way. If you see right here, this is my glove actually from last year, and I use this over 200 games. I've used it in spring training and the off season, and this thing is held up beautifully. The one thing I really like about this glove in particular is it really keeps its shape. So this is a glove that I've used forever, but it doesn't get really flimsy and floppy. It keeps its shape, and that's kind of the type of glove that I like. I know that everyone is different. Some people like their gloves to really be flimsy. I don't. So if you're someone that does like that, this might not be the glove for you, but you know, for all the games and practices that I've used this in, it still keeps its shape really, really well, as you can see. As far as weight goes for it, I think it's probably around average. It's not heavy, but it's not extremely light. If you're a middle infielder, it might be a little heavier than you're used to, just because it's a little bit bigger. It's 11 3/4. If you're someone that really likes extremely light gloves, Rawlings makes a mesh series of gloves that's a little bit lighter than this, but by no means is this a heavy glove. I've used a bunch of gloves, and I think this is probably in the middle, but I've had no problems with it. I never thought during a game or anything that it was a little too heavy for me. That's definitely not an issue. One more thing I should mention, this is an eye web. There's a bunch of different types of webbing that you can get. I personally like this type. I like the fact that it has a little bit of a pocket. Now, when I'm catching the ball, I'm usually catching the ball more in this area, so I'm not really using the pocket a whole lot. But on certain plays, certain balls that I'm picking, or if I'm laying out for and trying to catch, I personally like how the ball sticks in this web. The one thing that in the past I've seen that I didn't like about these types of webbing is that these laces will get a little loose and it kind of spaces out there and the ball can get tough to transfer on a double play or something like that. But actually with this glove, the laces have held up really, really well, and if they do start to get a little bit loose, you can just easily tighten it right here. So the glove retails, I think, for around $250. I've looked on a couple of different sites, and that's usually the price that I've found on average. Actually, let me go back to this glove because it's a little ugly. It's been around for a while. It's been around the block. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this. If there's any questions you guys have, let me know on the glove. I'd be glad to answer them. I'm sure I forgot to mention a couple of things, but it's just it's a very comfortable glove. It's everything that I really look for, and that doesn't mean it's the right glove for you, but if you're someone that kind of likes the same things as me, I think you will really enjoy this glove. Let me think, is there anything else that I want to go over? I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be glad to help you guys. And take care. I'll talk to you later.